Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Muhi Khwaja with American Muslim Community Foundation. And today on the Five Fast Minutes Muslim Philanthropy podcast, we have our guest with us, Lori Stone, who is the External Relations Director at the Northern California Innocence Project. Welcome, Lori.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, if you had 2 minutes to tell our listeners about NCIP, what would you like to tell them?
Sure. I have it down to 90 seconds actually.
So let's just talk for like 10 more seconds then.
Okay. The Northern California Innocence Project, which is NCIP, is a nonprofit clinical program of Santa Clara University School of Law. Our mission is to promote a fair, effective, and compassionate criminal justice system and protect the rights of the innocent. And we work to repair the damages caused by wrongful convictions. We exonerate, overturning wrongful convictions of innocent people while highlighting how such convictions often stem from systemic inequities, including racism, sexism, discrimination based on gender identity and expression, or socioeconomic inequalities. We educate clinical law students, legislators, professional and community groups, and others about the causes and consequences of wrongful convictions caused by these systemic inequities. And we reform, fighting to end unjust and inequitable practices that disproportionately affect marginalized people in our criminal legal system. For example, the manipulation by the police of youth, the mentally ill, or mothers who are grieving the loss of a child, and people of color to obtain false confessions. NCIP is one of 68 innocence organizations independently operating around the world. 2021, this year, marks our 20th anniversary. Since our founding in 2001, we have helped to free 31 innocent people who have lost a total of 453 years to a wrongful conviction.
Wow. This is such empowering work. It's really critical that these people who are wrongfully convicted, they're behind bars, they're in jail, in prison, and they should be out free. So the work that NCIP and those organizations like it do is super critical. And all of this takes resources. You have staff, you have board members, volunteers, lawyers who are helping on the cases. Um, what would you like to tell all of your constituents if you had a minute to share?
Sure. I always like the best messages come directly from our clients. So Kevin Harper, he is already has already served 13 years for a murder he did not commit. He recently wrote to us from prison. He expressed his gratitude. His whole letter was about his gratitude for the team working to free him and also for the supporters that make the work possible. He said, "Hope has been restored in my life. At the core of what I'm writing to you about is human decency and what it means to our future. Compassion and decency is the foundation of hope in changing our society. It takes hard work and a courageous heart to stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity." So these letters for us show the perseverance of our clients and renew our commitment to freeing the innocent. So to our donors, to every single one of them, we thank you for your commitment to truth, justice, fairness, compassion, because together we do this work and we can't do it without you.
Definitely. And all of those values that you mentioned are hopefully at the core of everything that people around the world want to see restored, right?
Yeah.
And in terms of, the support that AMCF has been able to provide NCIP, what would you like to share there?
Sure. I think AMCF is for us is about community. And that's the big thing for me, the big word for me. But it is about engaging, empowering, and transforming, and all of those values that we say about compassion and fairness and justice and truth. Those things I think the foundation also embodies, and so it's a really important relationship and connection for us because we share those values.
Definitely. And we're glad that our donors told us about NCIP and have supported it as well. So People can find out more about NCIP at ncip.org or on social media at NorCal Innocence. If you had really quick, rapid fire response, what are three charities that you love to support?
NCIP is one. I love ACLU. And I also, my heart is with the Center for Victims of Torture, an organization that I is dear to me. So those are my personal three.
Awesome. Lori, thank you so much for joining and sharing more about NCIP. I really do hope that our listeners will learn more about it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thanks.
Bye bye.